Now we see the demonstration of the spring constant experiment, where we are going to determine the effective spring constant of the two springs when they are connected in series and parallel. This is the apparatus set. This is a stand having two springs and a graduated scale, and we have weights 50 grams each and a weight hanger. Now the experiment demonstration we are going to see here. This is spring 1, which we are going to determine the spring constant, and this is a spring 2. To the spring 1, attach the 50 grams weight hanger, and we see the amount of displacement in the spring. How to take the readings is, place the graduated scale like this and measure the reading here. It is been taken as here 9.5. See here, the bottom part, it has been taken as 9.5. See, the reading should be taken without any parallax error. It is 9.5. Now this is a tabular column for the spring 1. This is the tabular column. We need to take 5 readings. First column is serial number. Next is mass M in kgs. Like this. Here in kgs we are adding 50 grams. 50 grams means if you convert that into kgs, it becomes 0.05 kgs. And next is like that we keep on adding 50 grams here. So when it is converted into kgs, it becomes 0.10. Next is 0.15. Next is 250 grams. It is converted. It becomes point moves towards this side. So the values will be taken mass in kgs here. And the amount of displacement we have seen here as 9.5 centimeters. But here the displacement x is in meters. Therefore, we are taking as 0.095, because the conversion of centimeters to meters, it becomes 0.095 is the displacement. Now you add another 50 grams and see the amount of elongation. Now if you measure it, the value will be, if you see here, it becomes 11. It should not move, oscillate here. Take the reading appropriately. The value is 11.4. See properly here, the value should be taken accurately without any parallax error. It is coming for me as 11.4. See the value here, you can read it. The value is 11.4. We will tabulate this reading to 100 grams. Now here for 100 grams converted, 100 grams is converted into kgs, 0.10. We have got, it is 11.4. We convert into meters, it becomes 0.114. Similarly, add 50 more grams and note down the reading. Add 50 more grams and see the elongation. It becomes here, the same value here is 13.4. See, the down portion has to be considered 13.4. Note down the reading here as 13. So here for 150 grams we have made it as 13.4 is convert into meters, it becomes 0.134. Similarly, we will add 20. If you see the readings here, it is 15.4. Note down the reading as 15.4. Now see, for 200 grams we made it as 0.154. 15.4 convert into meters, 0.154. Next we add another 50 grams. Now we have added another 50 grams and note down the value here. It is 17.5. You can see here it is 17.5. Note down the tablet. Now the readings have been taken for 250 grams. The fifth column has been filled, 0.174. This is the tabular column which we have filled. Now the same way we are going to see for the spring 2. Now remove the spring here. remove the weights to the spring here. Now keep on adding the weights to the other spring. Now keep on adding the springs to the spring 2. We have found for spring 1. Now we are going to see the spring constant for spring 2. Now again you add it and note down the readings. When you note down, please ensure that you take proper readings. You can see here, again you have got it here for, you can see the values here, note down these values. Here got here 9.5. Tabulate the readings as 9.5. Now spring constant. Now we are doing for the spring 2. For spring 1 we have done, and the spring 2 we are going to see for 50 gram, that is 0.05. We have got the value as 0.095. So this is the value. Similarly, keep on adding the weights and note down the readings for the spring 2. Now similarly for the spring 2 we kept on adding the weights and taken down the readings. Now the spring 2 is been completed. Now we see, we connect the spring 1 and spring 2 are completed. That reading part is completed. Now we connect the springs in series. This is a series combination and this is a parallel combination. Now we are going to connect the springs in series. Now this is the 2 springs we have connected in series. The 2 springs are connected in series. Now the weight hanger, again we start with 50 grams weight. Keep the weights over there and measure the amount of displacement of the spring in the same way how we have measured. Now the value is taken as 18.2. Take down the reading here for 50 grams and series is 18.2. I have taken the reading for K. When the 2 springs are connected in series, K series effective spring constant for 50 grams we are getting 18.2. Convert into meters, we are getting 0.182. Similarly, we repeat the same procedure for different loads attached to the series combination. Now keep on adding the weights and measure the reading over here. It will be, when the 2 springs are connected, it is coming to 21.5. Note down the corresponding value. Similarly, you have to do for the rest of the loads attached until 250 grams and tabulate the readings. See here, we have been tabulated the readings for the springs connected in series. For this load attached to it, we are getting the displacement of the spring, we are writing it. Now we are going to see with the parallel combination when the springs are connected in parallel. Now this is a parallel combination. The 2 springs are connected in parallel and the same way the load is being attached to it, and measure the values of displacement of the 2 springs. Here the value of spring displacement is 10.1. So note down the, for 50 grams it is 10.1. Measure it properly, it is 10.1. You can see the readings, note down as 10.1. The readings are tabulated for the springs, effective spring constant K in parallel. The same way how we have done, the same way we have tabulated the readings. Now demonstration part, experiment part is done. We need to do the calculations. Now we have tabulated the readings from K1, spring 1, spring 2 and springs in series and springs in effective spring constant in parallel. Now we will see the calculations. Now if you see here, the displacement corresponding to 50 grams. That means for this initially you make it as blank or 0 here. Now you have to make the amount of displacement for 114 minus 0.095. The difference between these 2 readings gives the displacement for the 100 grams. So difference between these 2 values is coming to 0.019. The difference of these 2 should be written here, and the difference of these 2 will be coming as 0.02. Like that, the difference 0.154 minus 0.134, you will get it as 0.02. Similarly, the difference of these 2, it comes to 0.02. Take the average of all these things, add up and divided by 4. You will be getting as 0.01975. Take the add up, take the average, you will be getting here. Now what is the spring constant? What is the calculation? We know that F is equal to K1 x1. Therefore K1 you are going to find F1 by x1. Here the displacement is been taken for 50 grams. So we can take the calculation as force as 0.05 into 9.8 divided by x1. x1 value is this one. So if you do it, you will be getting the value as 24.8. This is the K1 for K1. Value of K1 for the spring 1 is 24.8. Similarly, we have to work on the other tabular columns also. Now the same way we have to complete the calculation part. Similarly, we have done the columns of the same way how we have done here. The same way the difference of these two will be taken here, the difference of these two will be taken here, the difference of these two will be taken here, and we take the 4 values and take the average of 4. You will be getting the average x2, substitute that value over here and you get the value spring constant as 26.48. This is for the spring constant K1 for the spring 1 and this is K2 for spring 2. Now for this, when the connection in series also, we have the similar procedure of taking the readings and take the average. You will be getting the value, substitute it, and you substitute in this formula. You will be getting the effective spring constant for the springs in series is 12.8. Now we have got, this is what we have done, but theoretically means we know spring K1 value we have found out as 24.8 and K2 value is 26.48, which we have got it here. K1 value is 24.81, K2 is 26.48. So using the formula, when the springs are connected in series, K1 is effective spring constant Ks is equal to K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. If you do it, you will be getting 12.79. And similarly, if we go with the parallel also, the same procedure, take the values and substitute in the formula. This becomes 50.2 is the effective spring constant when the springs are connected in parallel. Now we need to verify the same thing. When the springs are connected in parallel, the effective spring constant is K1 plus K2, that is 24.81 plus 26.48. You will be getting 51.2. That means theoretical value in springs in series and lab experimental value both are in sync. Similarly, for the experimental value, when effective spring constant for parallel is 50.2 and theoretically we are getting 51.2. So we tabulate the results. The spring constant K1 is 24.8 for spring 1 and spring 2 is 26.41 and Ks from the experiment we have got it as 12.8 from here and theoretical value we are getting as 12.8. The spring constant for parallel combination is Kp. From the experiment we have got it as 50.2 and theoretical value is 51. So this is the result. Thank you.